Hello. Bartering. Everybody thinks lots of big things. Man, it doesn't have to be big things. It can be just the TP and TP of life. Toilet paper and toothpaste. People overlook those things a lot. And they overlook a lot of those types of things. They don't take up much space. You can store a lot of things. And actually you can, when it comes to hygiene and other types of things, you can actually produce a lot of it yourself for very little. Literally pennies on the gallon for some things. If you take a little bit of application to it and learn to do a little bit now, you don't necessarily have to do it all the time. But if you know how to do it now, practice it now, that'll give you a positioning for later so that you're able to get yourself equipped to work on a bigger scale and not have to figure things out as a large, massive disaster unfolds. And who knows, it may actually make your life a little bit better, have a little less chemicals in your house. So, a lot of people will go, well, what would that involve? Or it's a lot of learning curve. Some of the things are for cleaning. Vinegar. You know, people don't. I don't like the smell of it. I get it. It can be strong, but you can actually add things to it to make it less vinegar smell. And like organic or orange peels, do that type in there. I've learned organic versus the ones chemically treated, because the chemicals can actually create a chemical smell with vinegar as it infuses itself. So there's whole processes to do all that. Baking soda is another one to have down that can help get the toothpaste, and also for abrasives for cleaning. And which is one reason why toothpaste is great for cleaning grout, which is a whole random little thing there that I threw in there. But anyway, then like for hygiene, the toilet paper, the paper towels, the baby wipes, diapers. It's like, well, I don't need diapers now. It's like, yeah, maybe you don't, but you might know somebody that does, or somebody might need some in a long-term type event, because it's just part of life. And disposables will go away quickly. There's not many of them around. So learning how to to make them, process, clean them, and do them in such a way that it's actually going to keep the baby healthy, you healthy, is important. Which goes into proper treatment of wastes, which is beyond the scope of this video. There's a lot to that, and it's not as hard as people think, but it's not something that's easy. See, if you do it wrong, you can get, it can get bad. One place I was at doing some off-grid work, we had the flies get out of control to the point that the ceiling was literally black in the one of the buildings we were in, from the flies that were landing on the ceiling. The flies were everywhere, and it wasn't bad, but we had gotten that under control. We realized it was a problem. We got it under control by then. There weren't going to be more flies being born and produced. We eliminated the problem. We didn't know it was a problem until it started happening. So keeping on top of things is very important. And so back to the things that, like soap, rubbing alcohol, those types of things, you can actually make a lot of those yourself here. And the materials that are hard to get a hold of actually can be easily purchased and stored in bulk, and would allow you to reproduce literally tons of soap with some of the things that you store. Now, there are specialty things you can do, yes, and it is a process. It is not something I'm an expert on, but I have messed with it with a friend years ago, and I will say if you don't do it right, it's dangerous. So be careful, learn what you're doing with that. But like the vinegar, though, it can with a mother in it, so it can reproduce after itself, and then you can take that and produce cleaning solutions. But then also I don't want to do all that stuff. I don't want to do it. Yeah, I get it. I don't either. So people then they go to, I'll just store bleach, but bleach goes bad fast. But there's a little trick for that. Bleach you can actually store a long term, for years and years and years, if done well, and that's called pool shock. There's actually formulas online. Clorox has it on, I believe it's Clorox, yeah. Clorox has it on their website, how to translate that over to even purify water. But you can use and get different concentrations. The more concentrated it is, the more it can be used for deeper cleans and all that type of stuff. People are well familiar with it, well versed in it. But pool shock with the right and I'm going to try to pronounce it here. Please forgive me. It's chlorinate. I can't pronounce it right. Probably like a 4 to 6% solution of that was just bleach. And if you do choose to store bleach, please do not store anything with scents in it, because that actually is no longer good for water purification, and so you don't have to get double duty out of your bleach. Word of caution: if you do store pool shock, make sure you store it in such a way that it cannot be exposed to moisture in any way, because if it does, it can cause a fire. So be careful with that. So that's it. The hygiene, like wipes. People love wipes. Baby wipes are important. You can actually create those and use those fairly easily as well, with different liquid solutions in it of soaps or non-abrasive cleaners that are appropriate. I know, and the right kinds. I don't have the list here in front of me. I have that in my teaching notes. But anyway, so that you can make those, and I found over the years one of the best ways to do it is to get in there, let it dry out, so that the whatever is that the cleaning aspect of it is in the cloth, but you have it in a Ziploc bag, dries out, and then if you have it as water based, you just add a little bit of water, get it moistened up again. And if you want to do it even an easier way, you can use it with paper towels that can produce some really inexpensive baby wipes, which goes to the hygiene. It's not just for the babies, it's for all of us getting clean, because sometimes just in a grid down situation, water is at a premium, and being able to get access to it is very, very sketchy at best. And sometimes, so you having just a little bit of water used to get yourself to feel more normal it's nice. I mean, week or 2 weeks out there, you don't want to be, you want to keep yourself clean. And also it allows you to stay healthier longer and be able to do more things by staying clean is very important. And so there's reasons why people, a little side note here, it's like the Jews were often accused of doing weird things or making some sort of evil agreements, but a lot of their health, because they're so healthy in all different cultures, a lot of it was because they had the practice of always washing their hands before eating, after bathroom, all the things to keep themselves healthier that was not commonly practiced. So looking to the instructions for like what was given in the Bible, for how to stay clean, not to necessarily do it out of religious obligation, but to understand that they, as a culture, the Jewish culture was healthier to people in ancient times than the average person around them, as a general rule. So all that to say, toothpaste and toilet paper are going to be premiums, and they're great items that you can actually create and make yourself, or store simple things back. The toilet paper, really thin bed sheets that can be used. Some people will even use individualized washcloths that then get washed. Dad gets blue, mom gets green, daughter gets red, or whatever color. It doesn't matter the colors, but everybody gets their individualized color for washcloths. Has 5 to 10 of those put back. Some for replacing, but the others you take care of it, and then you wash it once a week or so in the process. It's not the funnest job. I've been there, done that, but it's a way to replace the toilet paper that is sustainable in a grid down situation. I think anything else here on my notes. The rubbing alcohol, betadine type stuff, those are important things to have. Rubbing alcohol can be replaced with many of the strong high proof alcohols out there. I gave you a lot of information today, a lot of things that's just we don't think and talk about generally in our society, but these are barterable, actionable things that are reproducible for you to be able to do in many ways, so that you can help trade to get the things that you need and help your community as well in a situation that I hope none of us ever have to be in. So anyway, hope you guys are having a great day, and be safe out there.